Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
Yo, what's going on? I am Scoots Bronson.
And I am S. Foster.
That's right. And you tuned into another episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast where we give you our very own reviews and takes of movies and TV straight out of Hollywood. Before we get into the nonsense, make sure you follow us on all socials on Instagram and Twitter at ViewerNonPod, Facebook at VA Pod Watch Group, YouTube at YouTube. I'm about to say YouTube.com. YouTube at Viewers Anonymous. Make sure to like, share the episode, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell every time we drop. You'll be alerted. And last but not least, no, not last but not least, go ahead and go to Patreon, patreon.com/viewers anonymous. We got behind the scenes episodes there. You can sign up $2.99 a month. That's less than, you know what I'm saying, what you'll spend on feeding a child over there in those third world countries. And last but not least, last but not least, if you are listening to or watching this on any other platform, stop what you're doing. Remember where you at. Go over to Spotify. Start listening to or watching us there, and make sure you hit that follow button on Spotify as well. What's up, my guy?
Man, it's been a week, man. Honestly, but I'm not gonna bring the podcast down, but just been dealing with a lot of family stuff. And just that real deal fucking adulting. Like I thought I've been adulting all this time
Man.
until dealing with, a lot of the things that I'm dealing with right now. But other than that, man, just working here and there, getting new content in. Really just been kind of anxious to get back into doing something that can kind of take my mind off of life and right now. So just really happy to be back on the pod, man. But other than that, man, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Just breathing, trying to make it through, man. How about you, man?
Man, I've been first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, keeping you and your family in my thoughts and prayers, man. Trying to send
Appreciate it.
positive energy and good energy to you. Um, but second, man, just bro, I've been engulfed in work. I just showed you I just bought 2 new paint scrapers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? that's how entrenched I am in this job. First and foremost, I don't even work in a paint section. So just just to let that be known. I don't even work in the paint section. I do so much shit, you know what I'm saying, in this job, bro. But I do got good news. You know what I'm saying? The boy just got a raise, $2 raise. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's up.
So
Congrats.
yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Moving on up slowly but surely. Uh Outside of that, man, not too much of nothing, bro. Not too much of nothing, man. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Juneteenth is on the way. I gotta
Mm-hmm.
work though. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going around and telling everybody who ain't black happy Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Checking temperatures. I got hit with some shit today that you know I had to check some people, man. A nigga said since we gotta work Thursday because it's what I'm saying, we should be off because it's a holiday.
Oh
What the
no, he didn't do the
yeah.
quote.
What's the
Uh
fuck you mean? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I was talking about, not like that. I'm just saying because hey man, you keep fucking around if you want to. Trying to Huey P. Newton in this bitch, man. Yeah, but
It's funny
yeah,
that you
man,
use him out of everybody because he the one light
nah,
skinned one.
for sure. I had, you know what I'm saying? I had to go light skin, but nonetheless, I'm about to go Huey P. Newton on this motherfucker, man. Nigga was tripping, but yeah, man, shit, just chilling, bro. Trying to get through. You know what I'm saying? This thing called life, man.
Oh man, you worded that like that's perfect. How
For
they would
sure.
say it in Mexico, something like that. Anyway, but yeah, trying to get through this thing called life, bro.
Absolutely, man. Speaking of trying to get through this thing called life, we have a movie that is exactly about getting through this thing called life. Um, The Accountant 2 is it just dropped on digital, and that's weird saying that now because usually you say like on digital or like Blu-ray or like digital and DVD.
Yeah.
It's so weird, bro. We're like we ain't got DVDs and like Blu-rays no more, bro.
I mean, we do. They just not as popular. It's like it's really kind of.
Yeah.
But I will say, like after what we had down here a couple of months ago,
Hmm.
with Hurricane Helene and stuff,
Yeah.
like with people who may have generators or some people got power, but the internet's out. It's like, hey,
Right.
it's always helpful to have that damn DVD player around with some
That's a
DVDs
fact.
because
That's a
you know what I'm
fact.
saying, when the internet's gone, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna need something. So I still got, you know what I'm saying, my little DVD player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, that shit look crazy on these TVs because like the DVDs weren't
Oh,
made for these TVs.
I
So it's
already
like
know.
it have like
So
that
the
box
small
joint.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
That
already
shit
hip,
don't even
bro.
it don't even stretch the whole TV, but
Yeah, bro. I'm already hip, bro. And
yeah,
then it
so
look all grainy and shit, like you
yeah,
watching high
it don't be
definition
clear
film.
as fuck. Nah,
Yeah,
it ain't
bro.
clear at all,
That shit
man. That shit
looking
crazy.
bad, bro. But nah, you know what though? You are absolutely right, bro. Like if you are in an area where like natural disaster can occur or you know what I'm saying, like just where anything really can like occur. Like for right now, like I said, we in this thunderstorm. It looks sunny outside behind me. You see how it's shining like that?
Hmm.
Pouring down right now. Shit was the weirdest shit I ever seen in my life. Pouring down like crazy. Pouring down like crazy, bro. It's been raining off and on all day. So um, I don't know what the fuck is really going on out here, man. That's Ohio though. But yeah, man, we doing the accountant too. It stars Ben Affleck, John Bernthal, and it is about a accountant who deals in the underworld, who comes across a situation where he is requested by what is she? Is she FBI or like DEA or something like that?
She is uh think she is
Or was she
FBI.
NSA?
No, she was FBI, but I forget the branch. She was in like the financial division part.
Yeah. So he gets requested by an agent who basically needs him so they can track down some people because there's a situation going on where all of these people are being assassinated. And if you've seen the accountant one, the first one, then you know that like Ben Affleck is like a super badass in this film,
Mm-hmm.
which we're gonna get to that later because
Yeah.
I got some things to talk about.
Okay.
However, his brother gets introduced to the film, and they have like a rocky relationship. And through this situation, they kind of learn how to become, better at being a family. And of course, they save the day and all that good shit. Um, where do we start, bro?
Where do we start? Like, it's this movie was I don't want to say oddly put, but it was just I kind of wasn't really understanding what was going on. It was good to see a familiar face in the very
Mm-hmm.
beginning, J.K. Simmons, which he
Mm-hmm.
was in the first when he plays Ray King, and
Ohio
like
Vaughn.
yeah, so he's sitting there, you know what I'm saying, listening to this bingo game, and I'm like, he's writing shit down. I'm like, what the fuck is he? You know what I mean? Is he fixing the bingo game? Like, I don't know what's going on here.
Right.
And so then this damn lady starts to walk in and she goes and she sits down and say, like, he's asking her to find this people in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, yo, there's people, surrounding the area and they're not following me. He runs out, all this type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Knew he gonna get killed. He held his own though. You know what I'm saying? To be his age,
He
he held his
was
own.
whooping their ass.
Yeah, he got out of there and
In that
just
little
didn't
ass
know.
bathroom. He beat the shit out of them in that little ass bathroom.
Yeah. and and so, but while he was in there, he was writing something on his arm, but we didn't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And so he ended up getting, you know what I'm saying, assassinated outside. And so that's when Medina come in and like they're asking her, like, you know, did he have any financial problems? And so they kind of skipped over it. And then she was like, why did you ask me earlier? Did he have financial problems?
Mm-hmm.
Raised up his arm and it says find the accountant.
Right.
So she remembered, you know what I'm saying, Christian Wolfe from dealing with him years before.
Right.
And like what I didn't understand, I say all that to say, I was trying to understand, like, all right. So Ray King was like, I'm only getting involved in cases that is personal to me.
Right.
And so he had a picture of this, I don't want to call him a Mexican family because I think he said, but let's just say Latino family.
Yeah.
So there was a Latino family, and he was like, the picture is from like 8 years ago or whatever. And he was like, so the boy is like, I don't know, 5 in the picture, but he's like 13 now or some shit. And I'm like, so you got this old ass picture.
Time out. The picture they showed the dude, that nigga was 18. He wasn't 13 in that picture, bro. That nigga was still there grown. He was a grown man.
No. They wanted to find the boy because see, the man got murdered.
No, I know that. I'm saying, remember, because the picture, remember, it's the picture of the family, but it's another picture they got where he like either behind the gate or he's sitting by.
Oh,
the
gate.
Yeah. That was a grown ass man. That was
no grown man.
Nigga look 30. That nigga that nigga was no damn 13, bro. When I looked at that shit, they had him sitting on that motherfucking picture, bro. I was like, 13? Nigga, big as fuck for 13, bro.
Oh, man, that's fucking funny. And so, and I was trying to understand, like, what is the significance of this picture? Like, why? It's like, why do they want this boy so much? And it's like, so the man is dead, and like, so they had like a paper trail on the girl, but it was some files like that they couldn't really get to for some odd reason. And so Medina ended up figuring it out later. I get to that, but like, I was in the beginning, I was confused because I was like, all right, why do they want to find this boy? Like, what's so special about this boy? Like, why he is going to, I don't even know what that girl name was. Was it Ironess? Oh man, they got the swivel in it and everything. Man, I hate when they do that shit. I don't know how to pronounce that damn shit. But anyway, so I'm like, what is so important about this boy? And what was genius about how they end up doing it was they did this shit in stages. And it's like, then they started to bring in, you know what I'm saying, Justine or whatever, which is the voice of like when he would do like the phone call joint and all that type stuff.
Yeah.
And then we start to see this compound of like all of these young teenagers and shit.
Which was dope as fuck, by the way.
And then it started, oh, okay, I get it. They building, you know what I'm saying, a team of young geniuses who all these people got like gifts.
Oh,
and
it's Anise.
So, but yeah, like, so you start to see like, oh, so he is building this team of people who are like him. And not that I thought like when I first saw the account, because when I first saw the first one, I saw like a lot of autistic traits in him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like emotionless a lot of the time, very particular about what he did. He got a real big OCD. Like he only got one spoon, one fork, one knife, one plate. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Time out though. Because I don't attribute that to his to him being on the spectrum. It's what on the spectrum or is it autistic?
Dude,
Because
I
they
don't
didn't necessarily say he was autistic, right?
no, I just said he had autistic traits. That's
Yeah.
what
So
I said.
so it's just on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't attribute that to him being on the spectrum. I attribute that to him being by his damn self. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if I lived alone and I had nobody else to worry about, I would also have one knife, one fork, one spoon, one plate, bro. I'm not. You don't need a whole bunch of dishes when you're on your own.
I mean, this is true,
You know what
but
I'm saying?
when
That was a
but we
very smart move on his behalf.
understandable, understandable, but like just like even in the first one, like when he would like be like in this room, loud, loud music,
Hmm.
like rubbing that bat on his knee and stuff, and like
Yeah,
beating his knees and all that type of stuff, like is some sort of
it's
like
they call it stimming, right?
yeah, like
Yeah,
all of them got different types
right.
of stemming, you know what I mean? Tay, that motherfucker would be walking up and down the hallway making a whole bunch of noise in the mornings. That's his thing. You know what I'm saying? We leave him
Hmm.
alone, like let him do his shit. So
Yeah.
like but then once I started to realize, like, oh shit, like he's building a team of geniuses. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They
And
damn sure was geniuses.
they didn't show that in the first one.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, okay. So now we're opening up.
And the one
And
girl, she was deaf, wasn't she?
yeah, that's why,
She was like the leader or something like that. She was deaf.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was, and she spoke with like when she would type, it had a voice that was
Yeah, that
voiced
was
the shit
yep,
for her.
yep.
Yeah.
That
So
was
I
hard.
thought that, yeah. So I thought that part of it was dope. I know that was very long winded, but I just thought that the picture was just so significant because, like I said, we got it in stages. Like at first, we end up getting the picture of the boy older. Second, we end up understanding that the father was killed, and
Mhm.
then third, we was like, all right, what's going on with the mother? She just kind of fell off the map.
Right.
Oh,
So they just
so we
basically start
thought,
looking for her.
yeah. Well, they wasn't even really looking for her. They end up,
Well, you right. You are absolutely right. Because they weren't looking for her at first until I think they either like found something out or no, they start looking for her after they figured out the father died.
well, yeah, and Medina ended up figuring out. And I think that even when she followed up on that lead, I still don't think she knew what she was going to find.
Right.
So once like we kind of like got there, I'm like, yo, like, okay. And then like he asked, well, Medina was like, yo, we're going to need someone to help us out with this. And
Mm-hmm.
so she was like, I don't think I can get anybody from the bureau or whatever. He was like, I know a guy. Yo, the way they introduced Braxton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jon Bernthal, man, I'm telling you, bro. Like he is like,
That's my guy,
yo,
man.
who would have thought that from the first time I saw him was in The Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Shane from The Walking Dead.
The shame, yep.
That he was gonna be the biggest one from that damn show.
I don't know
Yeah.
about biggest. I think he neck and neck with the Night Gerard. Is it Gerard?
It's one of them. They she
Yeah.
yeah,
I
but I
think they
mean,
about neck
look.
and neck.
So she got the Black Panther joints.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But when you really think about like the shit that Jon Bernthal have been involved with, to have, you know what I'm saying, he's involved in one of the biggest FX shows. One of, I didn't say the one of, with the bear.
Mm-hmm.
He had his own show on fucking Showtime. I forget what that damn show was called. Man, he's the
Wasn't
fucking
that
new
the
Punisher.
he was a gigolo on that show?
Yeah, American Gigolo. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he is Yep, he Punisher.
yeah, that's
I'm
what I'm
trying to
saying.
think
Like
what else has she
this
been in?
dude, this dude, but he has been killing it, bro. He was in King Richard. He was in Wolf of Wall Street. He was in Fury. Um, he was in Daredevil as what's the name?
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I said, the Bear, American Gigolo, We Own the City. I forgot he was in the Unforgiven. He was in the Many Saints of Newark. He was fucking Tony Soprano's dad.
Yeah. But hey
Like,
man, listen. That all that sounds great. Oh, that sounds great. Let me break down her catalog. All right.
okay.
She got some bangers. So she got hold on. So she got Walking Dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um they just brought Rick back. So she got Walking Dead and then she got the a spinoff on Walking Dead, right? She played a Phoenix Shakur,
Mm-hmm.
All Eyes on Me, Black Panther, um Black Panther Wakanda Forever. She was in Call of Duty. Uh yeah, it was Walking Dead The Ones Who Live, the spinoff, that's what it was called. She was in Avengers. What else? Infinity War and Endgame. She was a voice of one of the fairies in the Tinkerbell movie. The fuck? What else? And she done like um a few little smaller movies, independent films. She got Lie to Me, the show that used to be on Fox. She had My Soul to Take, scary movie. Life on Mars on ABC. She was in Law and Order. Like they about neck and neck, bro.
I don't know about neck and neck.
I'm trying to tell you.
like
Trying to tell
like John Bernthal been murdered out
you.
here. But to bring him in the way they brought him in, bro, like, he's at this hotel and he's sitting there talking to himself, like
Yo,
hyping himself up.
yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
all for it to be him trying to call a lady to get a
For a
dog two
fucking
weeks
dog,
early
bro. And then get punked out by the lady
by the lady.
while holding the 9 millimeter gun in his hand. Hilarious. I will say this though. To me, I felt like that was one of the best introductions of a character I've seen in the movie. Cause like he come in all cool, you know what I'm saying? He get the little info and shit, you know what I'm saying? He come into the hotel desk, he got a nice little layout. He like, man, you know what I'm saying? This is a nice room. So the whole time he just keep repeating this phrase like, no, he wasn't repeating the phrase. He was he was in the mirror trying to like work
How to
on how he was
introduce
gonna talk to
himself
the
on the
lady.
phone. Yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm saying, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this nigga doing? When they showed that phone call, bro, about that goddamn dog, bro, I said, yeah. I said, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a real good one. So that to me, I felt like that was one of the best introductions of a character that I've seen in the movie for sure.
I'm thinking he trying to get his voice right for a job.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? He practicing, he about to go in here, he about to murk a few people. Man, that nigga got on that phone, bro. I'm like, oh yeah, this is lit. This was lit.
So that was dope. And then we go to him talking to this lady.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to figure out. He gets a phone call, and Ben I'm gonna give Ben some credit in a minute, but like he's like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, I know this buzz not calling me, so he answers the phone, and he's like, Braxton, can you be in? He said, can you be in LA in 24 hours? He was like, man, I can't get a hey, how you doing? Merry Christmas, happy birthday. He's like, it's like your birthday, July the 11th. He's
Bruh.
like, yo, like.
Hey man, you
It's
talking about you? He was spot on. He was
yes.
definitely spot on.
And I'm saying it's the no nonsense. That's the autistic part where it's like it's no nonsense about it. It's like it's
Can't don't
no
understand
joking,
sarcasm, no jokes,
nothing.
no nothing.
Don't
So
get any of it.
my oldest son is he also on the spectrum. So I believe they said that well, we never really got him fully tested. When he was younger, we did like some, what I'm saying, took him to do some stuff. But um they thought that he had Asperger's.
Mhm.
And so like because as he was a kid, like the way he talks and what I'm saying, like the stuff that he deals with, so we just kind of just left it at that, right? And
Mhm.
so with him, it's more so a thing of like he likes to have his space. He likes to, you know, he does well around people. He does cool around people, but he is very socially awkward,
Mhm.
like to an extent, like a large extent. He is very socially awkward. And so like I figure, as he grows older, he'll kind of grow into, you know, certain things, which, he's made a lot of progress. Cause as a kid, like he wouldn't talk to people. Like you'll talk to him, he'll kind of like, shy away from you, stay away, that type of thing. But like when I was watching this movie, that's who I was thinking. I was thinking of my older son because I'm like, that is my son. 100%, bro. Like you would say some shit like that to him, like, damn, no happy birthday. But like, yeah, but your birthday is not until you'd be like, man,
Yeah.
that's not what I meant, bro. Like, but okay, you got
So I'm sitting here like, yo, like that's like just how Ben did that, man. It was just so perfect. And so then this dude hangs up the phone and he's talking to the girl. It's like, why are you so afraid of me? He's like, what make you think that I would hurt you? Like, I
mm-hmm.
haven't done anything to say that I was gonna hurt you, whatever,
while
whatever.
while eating ice cream
Why? Yeah, why eating ice cream? Then he starts to walk out, and you just see bodies
everywhere,
fucking
bro.
everywhere, and he's
Everywhere, bro.
wondering why this girl is not talking and fucking afraid to death
No, but the funniest shit though, he was mad at her. He was
because
like,
she
"Why you
wouldn't
think I
talk
would hurt
to
you?"
him.
Yeah, he was like, "Think I would hurt you." The whole time, all I'm trying to do is just have a conversation with you. He's like, "You know what? You should work on having a conversation. You should work on learning how to talk to people." And then just walk out, and it's just everybody going on the floor. I'm like, "Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That was
like
crazy."
that. Yeah, that introduction was amazing, man. I,
Yeah,
I love the way they put that together. How they even brought him into the film, and then even when he showed up, and Medina was like, "When the last time you saw him?" He was like, "8 years ago." And then she was like, what's up with y'all?" It's like he's a little upset with me. It's the last time I saw him. Like I kind of messed him up on his job or whatever. And
hmm
so she said, "Well, maybe you should tell him, you know, I appreciate you coming. Great to see you and all this like shit." So he's a hello Braxton, and he was like, "Can I talk to you over here?" Because he told her that she was FBI or whatever. He was like, "Man, you got the feds," and so he's like, "Man, come over here." He says, "Braxton, I just want to say, I appreciate you coming, and it's so great to see you." He said, he looked at Medina.
She told you to
She
say
tell you
that.
to say that.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. That was crazy.
Hey, but and it's just like that's when we start to see like, oh yeah, like he's not had to deal with this dude all his life.
For
Like
sure.
he knows everything. Like he
For sure.
knows what he would say, what makes sense, what don't make sense. And then like we started to see which they made like a great team of being like brothers.
hmm
Because what was great about it, like when he would aggravate him and
hmm
like copy, he started copying him in that hotel room.
Stop copying me, Braxton. Stop copying, bruh. Hilarious. And I'm gonna tell you why it's so funny. Because my youngest son is Braxton. my youngest son is Braxton. My youngest son is 100%, 1000% Braxton. My oldest he'll be sitting there playing his game. My youngest will get bored of playing the game and then go start poking with him. And all you hear is David, leave me alone, Dave. Dave, no, bro. I told you, bro. Get away from me, bro. Just stop talking to me. Just leave me. And I'm like, bro, why do you go over there and mess with him? He's like, oh no, I was bored. It's like, bro, just leave him alone. So yeah, that made me laugh, bro. That definitely made me laugh. Cause the whole time, bro, it's like the one thing that I do like is the fact that um they made Christian the older brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a funny dynamic already. So you got Braxton, who is the younger brother, but he has to be the protector, the you know what I'm saying, the pretty much the one who kind of like watches over him. And I thought that by making it that dynamic, it made for not just a lot of fun in this movie, but you kind of understand why Braxton felt the way that he felt. Cause it's like, bro, I've been looking out for you all your life, and then as my older brother, like you kind of just ghost on me. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You should have never did that. So you kind of understand why Braxton feels the way he feels. One of my favorite parts of the film, they at the bar. And you know what I'm saying? Braxton pretty much just trying to get him to loosen up, you know what I'm saying, live a little bit. And so Christian like, I don't you don't think I can, go out here and be amongst the people? He like, man, I know you this ain't your scene. My man Christian go out there, he get to dancing. Braxton over there like, hell nah, I can't believe they got my brother out here dancing. Dude, what? First off, a girl, fine, I get it. I
Mhm.
Christian, I get it, brother. Dude walks up, hey man, you dance with my girl. She clearly says, I'm not your girl. This motherfucker don't hear none of that. He don't hear none of that. So he's like, you dance with my girl. Bro, Christian said, hey, listen. So so I don't really want any problems with you, but I'm gonna tell you right now. That guy sitting over there, if we do get into this, he's gonna come punch you in the face. He's like, so I really want to make him happy right now.
That's
So
what he said.
let's do it.
He said it will make him really
Punch
happy.
me, make it hurt. Hey, bro, I heard that. I was like, hey, that is some sick shit, bro. Just to know how your brother is like that, like he is going to enjoy whooping your ass. So yeah, punch me real hard in the face and make it hurt. When he sees this, he's going to tear off on. He's going to beat the shit out of you. I thought that part was funny, bro. That was a good scene to have in the movie for sure. Because like I said, it kind of explained their dynamic without actually having to, you know what I'm saying, go through and have them have that type of dialogue to where it would explain it for us. So I thought that was great that they added that in there because it gives you a lot. It gives you a lot more to, you know what I'm saying, it gives you a lot more of the film instead of like having that long scene to or like having those flashback scenes where they go back that it don't really have nothing to do with the story for real. They just show a scene where they teenagers and some shit happen and he got to protect them or some weird shit like that. So for them to have that part in it, it made a lot of sense for me. It made a lot of sense for me. And it made it to me, it made that dynamic way better.
But they even showed the scene even before that.
Hmm.
They showed a lot. And before I get to it, pay a real bill, if I could talk, pay a bill real quick. And that bill is W Energy. Tired of energy drinks that give you little to no results? Then W Energy got you covered with a selection of drinks, with a selection of energy or hydration drink mix with a variety of different flavors. Still got my cup. I'm just drinking water, trying to hydrate myself right now. It was hot as fuck today. Um, but great tasting flavors, no jitters, no crash, zero sugar, zero filter, just clean energy.
That's right. And with ingredients like coffee fruit extract and B vitamins, W is the best choice of energy or hydration. You can even get a cool shaker to mix your drink in, like the red ones that me and S Dot got, or you can get your own shaker with cool designs inspired by content creators, animes, video games, all of those cool things. Solo leveling collab is still going. I believe they have a new solo leveling flavor. I know it's two different flavors. It's like a variety of different shakers you can get, and I think they just added a third solo leveling flavor. So if you are a fan of the solo leveling anime, this is the perfect thing for you, especially if you are a fan of gaming or just anything where you need energy. This is the best option. So, in order to participate, all you have to do is head over to w.gg and use our code VAPOD. It's w.gg and using our code VAPOD, and you can get 10% off your next order or your first order or whatever it may be. So head over to w.gg, fuel up, and stay focused with W.
Yep. So the scene before, so they sitting on top of his camper joint,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, he asked Braxton, he was like, "Look, man," he's like, "I don't know if this is, from your condition or whatever," but he was just like, he's like, "Man, I spent all these years looking for you, and you never looked for me." And he was like, "Did you ever miss me?" He was like, "I don't know if that's something that's a part of your condition or whatever." And he was just like, "I'm just me." And so Braxton is trying to understand, like, what I'm saying, you my big brother, and it's like it never matters if I'm around, you don't try to see me, you don't never
Right.
call me. Cause Braxton was like, yo, not Braxton. Christian was like, yo, you got my number. Like you could have called me. But Braxton
Mm-hmm.
kind of thinking, what I'm saying? Well, the phone go both ways. And
Right.
you never use it, what I'm saying, to call me. And so you have like that awkward moment of like, where Braxton kind of feels a little underappreciated and kind of it seems like he's kind of thinking about like when they were younger because he was like, yo, I always had to protect you so
Yeah.
people wouldn't mess with you and stuff like that because of his awkwardness and
Uh-huh.
social being socially awkward and things like that. And so then he's just sitting there. Then this motherfucker pull out some damn sunscreen. Then he starts going over all of these fucking percentages of what sunscreen do for you and stuff. And Braxton's like, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah, let me get some of that." And that motherfucker
That's
shook
true.
that shit across the damn parking lot, and he started laughing at him. Yo, that was a real laugh, bro. That was
Yeah.
not that was not an acting laugh.
'Cause
He was
that
really
was
laughing.
some that was either impromptu or like, you know what I'm saying, some shit that they was like, all right, you know what I'm saying, in this scene, you know what I'm saying, just go with it. And that was some brother shit. That's some shit that a brother would do. Like that's some shit that a little brother would do to annoy the fuck out of you for sure.
Hey man, that shit was so funny. And then he was like, "Man, he said, man, let's get drunk, man. Let's go to the bar." So I thought that scene before they even went to the bar, it was just like you saw like two dudes where you was like, yeah, you start to like you said, for me, those two scenes explained it in a way where we didn't need no flashbacks.
Right.
Like you kind of like you really get it at this point. Like, oh, okay, I get
Yeah.
what type of brothers that they are and how they
Yeah, like
was.
this is legit they dynamic for sure.
Yeah. So while we still speaking on it, like, dude, I think this is the weird thing about Ben Affleck, right?
Hmm.
Like, I think that Ben is how do I put this? He's a really good actor, but
Absolutely.
I don't necessarily put him amongst the greats. But he has the crazy part is he has a really great catalog.
Oh yeah.
Like Ben has been and done like a lot of shit, but I feel like this accountant role, him playing Christian Wolf, really shows his range. Because in a
Hmm.
lot of movies, Ben is kind of,
He's been
to
that
be
flag.
honest, really this, yeah, he's the same person
Yeah.
really for the majority of the time. Now he murdered fucking Gone Girl, you know what I'm saying? But I think that this role is the one that kind of
I feel
separates
like it
him.
was Ben Affleck in that too though.
Yeah, but I may just be thinking about the script. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I mean, and
Because
the only reason I say that is because of his second time being with Jennifer Lopez, we
Mhm.
seen a lot of that character from Gone Girl within that dynamic. You know what I'm saying? He seemed very irritated with her the second go around.
Oh man, yo, but they showed this video and they was saying that he hates doing shit in front of cameras,
Hmm.
but she wants to do shit in front of cameras. And so it was just one scene, not scene. I'm saying I'm so stuck in their movies where it was real life where like she
Yeah,
was getting in the car
yeah,
and he's just
yeah.
trying to
And
get her in the car.
it
Yo,
was like they
but
just got done arguing or some shit, bro. He was so irritated with her, bro. He was like, bro, I'm about to drop her off and leave this bitch, bro. I'm not gonna
hey,
lie to you. I used to have like the biggest crush on Jennifer Lopez. I had a Jennifer Lopez poster on my wall.
respect.
You know what I'm saying? Growing up. And I'm be honest with you, man. Seeing her with Ben Affleck, lost all respect for her. Lost all respect for her. Because if she can annoy the fuck out of Ben Affleck, I know she is the most annoying person on the planet. And she lied about being from the Bronx. I mean, not the Bronx, the block. She lied about being Jenny from the block, bro.
Oh
You know what
man.
I'm saying? She did that little video. She talking about she get a ham and cheese sandwich or turkey sandwich and get a cold drink or some shit she said. I'm like, man, nobody talks like that. Either you are way too far removed from the block, if you were on the block ever, or you just never were on the block. Because you don't have no, it seemed like all her memories of the block dissipated.
Man, the memory from the block like got obliterated when she married Mark Anthony, man.
Good
That's
for
when it
you.
went away. Because think
Good for
about
you.
it. She was on the Living Color, you know what I'm saying? She's probably on the
Mm-hmm.
block.
Mm-hmm.
She started dating Diddy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then that's when
She
she was
still with him.
really doing. Look at how her music even changed. Her music even changed after she left Diddy and got with Mark Anthony.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Uh, she went full pop when she went with Mark Anthony.
See what I'm saying?
Went full pop for sure.
She
All
wasn't
that all
Jenny
that
from the
hip hop
block no
shit
more.
got tossed out of there.
Out the window, exactly. So
Cause
that's what
they
ended
have
up.
kids, don't they?
They got twins.
Yeah. So all that shit went out the window. She went back to Selena's. You know what I'm saying? She went back to that shit. She said no mas. Okay. Another thing that dropped me out of the whole crush thing, right? So remember that thing when everybody was like, "Man, J Lo got fat." You know, since she had a big butt.
Yeah.
I blame the TVs we had back then. I blame the TVs we had back then because back in the day, for the younger crowd, if anybody our age is gonna understand, but for the younger crowd, right? Our TVs weren't as crisp and clear as the TVs you guys have now. Our TVs used to have fat butts. Actually, we used to have fat booty TVs, and when you watch the BBL TV, you didn't have resolutions on your television, right? So now y'all could go from like 240, 480, 1080p, 4K, all that nice stuff, right? We didn't have none of that. We had whatever they was filming that shit in. And not only that, they had glass screens on the TV. And the glass screen on the TV was like bubbled a little bit. So whatever was on there, you know what I'm saying? It looked a little bit larger than life. So on those TVs, J Lo seems like she really has. At that time, we called it a badunkadunk. Not so much, because I seen the video on YouTube, and the truth came out. Nah, between her and Shakira, yeah, my heart was broken, bro. Shakira's hips does lie. First and foremost, they lied a lot. They lied a lot because I used to think Shakira was thick too. Shakira is not thick. Was never thick. Neither was J Lo. You know what I'm saying? Especially after we start seeing like the other Hispanic women or Latino women look like a Latina women look like in New York. Yeah, nah. J-Lo didn't. She ain't had nothing.
He blaming it on the TV. I'm blaming it on the food because
No.
even think about this. Go back and look at the what's my dude name? Oh man, Jay Prince brother. I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Oh, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix a lot. Go back and
Whoa,
look at
that's
that. Go
Jay
back and look at
Prince's
those
brother?
videos. Yeah, you know that.
No. You just taught me something right now, nigga. What?
Yes, man. And they brothers, man.
Man, them niggas ain't brothers, bro. Ain't
Look it
no
up.
way.
Google it right now.
You okay? So hold on. You mean to tell me Jay Prince and Sir Mix-a-Lot are blood brothers,
Blood brothers, man.
and this nigga Drake had access to Sir Mix-a-Lot songs and never used them?
I mean, yeah.
That's foolish. That is foolish. No, I am gonna look that up though, because that's crazy. I didn't know that. But yeah,
But
no, you right though. They were
but
not big butts at all.
yeah. And so I just think, man, like a lot of the 90s butts is just like when you throw J-Lo in there,
No,
90s wise, it was hard. But I'm telling
no,
you, what changed
no.
is the
I
food,
tell
bro.
you, I'm gonna tell you when she did really have a big butt in the Selena movie.
Yeah. She
She
had
had
ass in
that
Selena movie.
purple outfit on. I think it was purple. That one
Yeah, it
piece
was one
outfit.
purple one. Yeah. Man, no, when
She
she
hit that
had that
turn.
black one on and she
It
had
was
that
hard.
damn that she had that black top and the black
Yeah, yeah, bro. It was out there. It was out
yeah.
there. When she was in Living Color, she did though. I will say that she did. I don't know what happened between that and that time span, but when they were actually saying that she had one, she was losing it or
Cause
she
see,
lost it.
this is what happened. J-Lo, I felt like how do I say this? She kind of started whitewashing herself. Like when she started doing like the wedding planner and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and all of that shit,
You
it's
slowly
like
but surely start becoming a
yeah, like
90s
she
white
started
woman.
like she lost her ass. Like she was like,
She
oh,
was
this shit don't
becoming
benefit
she was
me
becoming a
anymore.
90s white woman, bro.
Yeah, and it was
Because
like
in
the
the
weirdest
2000s
thing.
they started getting thick.
Yes, and then she started to try to get it back, and I think she realized, well, you can't get it back as lose it easy as you can lose it. But
Hmm.
now we not entered the BBL joint, so it's like, do you want to?
Nah, she
Do
can't
you
get
want
back.
to enter that game? Well, she was too old to get into that anyway. But I
No, I
said,
don't know about that.
man, leave that alone, man.
I done seen
Leave that
some.
alone.
I done seen some older women.
Leave that
But
alone. Leave it alone.
yeah,
But anyway, so Ben Affleck, great job playing
yes,
Christian Wolf. Okay,
yes.
so then so Medina goes to this place to talk to this doctor, end up convincing this doctor to show her these videos, whatever.
Hmm.
And so at the time, I don't know what is coming of this.
Right.
So then we end up seeing
Well,
this
hold on,
lady in
because
a hot.
we gotta explain. We gotta explain the whole purpose of her being at the doctor. The purpose of her being at the doctor was the fact that they found the wife, and they found out that she had got
In
either
a car
beat up,
accident.
car
No, the car
accident.
accident in the
Yeah,
parking garage.
and that was the hospital she went to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you're right. They found the wife, and so you sitting there, and her faces are wrapped because like she got severely hurt, and so there's some kind of thing where these miracles happen to certain people who get hurt.
Hmm.
And he was like, there was someone who never played the piano before, and then now all of a sudden they're the greatest piano player that there was. So he's like kind of explaining, like, there's some people who never played chess, and next thing you know, they, what I'm saying, they're a chess champion and all this type of
Yeah.
stuff. And so he was saying that when she came in here, she didn't have any memory of who she was. And so she started playing chess, but he was like, the weird part about her playing chess was, he was like, she wasn't playing chess to play chess. He said she was doing it like it was a war. And so then she started getting really aggressive and shit. And then she turns her head, come to find out it's, you know what I'm saying, the one chick that met fucking Ray King. She is the assassin chick. And I'm like, whoa. Like, you just threw me for a loop here.
They turned her into an Asian woman. They changed their goddamn nationality or race, all that shit. I said, this is amazing.
Yo, that is crazy though. Like, she was Latino in the picture, and then all of a sudden she loses weight and she's not Latino no more. She Asian.
skinny Chinese woman. This is a totally different person.
Yeah, because she was chubby in the car.
No, yeah, she has some body on her for sure.
Yo, I'm sitting here like,
she did a J-Lo. She pulled a J-Lo, man.
Oh man. Yo, that's crazy. You right, man. She went from a Latino to an Asian, man. Oh man.
From a Latino woman to a white woman.
She did, man. Even the Rose, what? Ain't speak a lick of Spanish.
No, I don't think she could speak Spanish in real life though.
Yeah. So I think, she probably had to put some work in for that Selena movie, but
for sure.
I bet you know what? When we look back at this, if she really can't speak Spanish, bro, we probably got to give her an Oscar. We got to go back in time and give her an Oscar for playing Selena. Because she had to sing in Spanish.
That ain't hard though. If you learn the song, like if you listen,
because
you'll be able to sing it. You feel me? You ain't gonna know what
this is true.
To say, but you'll be able to sing it. but in Made in Manhattan, bro, she, like, if you watch that movie just off rip, you don't know who Jennifer Lopez is, none of that. You don't think she's a woman of Latin descent at all. You think she is a white woman for sure.
Even in Enough, bro.
Enough definitely did it. You right. Enough definitely did it. That was crazy.
Crazy. So then we was like, oh shit. So this
that was
man. But man, so then like I got thrown for a loop. I was like, oh shit, like I wasn't even expecting, like, you know what I'm saying, for this to be the woman in this picture this whole damn time, but they wasn't gonna be able to get what they wanted out of her because that car accident, she forgot. Yeah, so she didn't know anything, so it wasn't really gonna lead to anything. So they ended up finding out where oh man, how did that one part happen? How they end up finding out what the kids was. Oh, so girl went over so there was a contract to kill Medina.
Right.
And so Braxton got a phone call. He's talking to whoever he works for that sent him over a contract to kill Medina. And then Kristen looked at Braxton's phone and saw that there was a contract for her, but Braxton didn't agree to it. But a text came through saying, basically, don't worry about it. We got somebody else. Right. So this motherfucker now went from Christian Wolfe to Batman on this motorcycle.
Affleck.
You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker going 200.
Bro, shooting, bro.
Crazy.
First off, there's no way the cops didn't see this nigga. No cop in sight.
Well, remember, well, that's because you remember, like when Medina had that body in the trunk And he
Mm-hmm.
called a girl and said, give her greens all the way to her
Yeah.
destination. And all the lights turned green.
Right. Damn, I forgot all about that. Yeah, I forgot all about that. You right.
So he probably told them to turn all the lights green while he was
Mm-hmm.
going through, man. This man, he was flying on that bike.
Yeah, he was
And
going
so
crazy.
he get there, and at this point, you know what I'm saying? No, but then they put up a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
She put up a good fight. Um, but girl, she whooped that ass
Absolutely.
and got the drop on her.
And
And so Kristen gets there and he calls the police or whatever to come help her. And so that's when he kind of finds out like where the boy is. And so he was gonna go on a suicide mission
mm-hmm.
to go get this kid. And so Braxton ended up going with him. And then like we got to see them like actually really like work together to fucking do this shit. Like that
They went crazy.
they did.
They went crazy.
It went crazy. And something that I always respect in movies is where I hate when they try to make the person just like great example, Jason Statham and the Beekeeper.
Yeah.
He ain't get hit by one bullet, bro.
Hey man.
One bullet.
Hey, let me tell you something.
How-
Any Jason Statham movie is gonna always do extraordinary shit. That nigga was in every transporter in a suit and hard bottoms and whooped everybody's ass. Never had an issue. Tie never
Never.
came loose. Then nigga didn't lose a button.
Never split the pants.
Suit never
No.
wrinkled. Nothing, bro. You feel me? And Adi never got scratched up. Nigga never lost his keys. None of that, bro. This nigga was the peak. He's the peak perfectionist when it comes to whooping asses, bro. I'm telling you, any Jason Statham movie, nothing is ever gonna happen to this nigga. And they all the same movies.
Oh my god. But I appreciate Braston got Braston took like when he took one to the arm
Mm-hmm.
and then he took four to his damn bulletproof vest, like
Close range.
close range. Like he had
Close
it on
range.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that because it's like, yo, we still human out here.
Mm-hmm.
Like like Jason Statham need to change his contract, man.
Nah.
You need to get shot every now and then, man.
Nah.
Come on.
I'm gonna be honest, if a nigga shoots Jason Statham, he's the deadliest man in the world.
Yo, Jason Statham, he seems like the guy, like, oh, he's Vin Diesel for sure. Every time Vin Diesel gets shot, he just say, "Mm." You know what I mean? Like, it never hurt him.
For some odd reason, when you did that, I just thought about all the Fast and Furious movies this nigga's been in, bro.
Hey,
Dominic
hey.
Toretto, bro, is that nigga is the I don't even know what I'm about to say the wrong nigga. I don't even know what Vin Diesel is anymore. Whatever Vin Diesel is, he's that version of Chuck Norris, bro. Whatever they
Hey,
say
man,
about Chuck Norris, that's who Vin Diesel really is.
that is hilarious. It's just every time he gets hurt, bro, it's like he'll get shot and it be nothing. Like one movie, he didn't even know he got shot.
Bro, whole shirt be bloody on the side, bro, and he just running regular.
Yeah, they had no idea he been shot.
Don't bleed out. He don't get tired. No, nothing. Nothing,
Don't faint.
nothing, nothing, bro. This nigga Vin Diesel is the wildest, bro. Bro, remember, bro. Remember in fucking what the fuck was I forgot which one it was. They was dragging that big ass safe on the highway with Dodge Challengers, bro. Bro, they was dragging the big ass safe
that was
down the highway
that was
with muscle cars, bro.
7, I think.
I don't know what none of the numbers are. I just remember that
Hey,
scene, and the whole time I'm watching that, and I'm thinking to myself, now these cars are strong enough to pull this safe. But these niggas needed the fucking 18-wheeler to take this motherfucking truck, this motherfucking vault where it had to go. Meanwhile, they just shooting down the fucking highway with with fucking nitrous oxide, just pushing the button every 10 seconds and getting that motherfucking vault where it had to go. So, bro,
Oh
ain't no way,
man.
bro.
Yo, this motherfucker used the safe to take out like 4 police cars, bro.
Come on, bro.
When he was able to spin it perfect, per-
Perfectly.
perfectly to where,
Perfectly.
you know what I'm saying? Because it was like that string, I don't know, 20, 30 yards,
Come on, man.
and was able to just time it correctly, swing it correctly, to knock out by 4 or 5 police cars.
Come on,
I was
man.
like, yo, I
Come on.
said, yo, man, listen, Fast and
That
Furious,
nigga,
but
that nigga, that nigga drove off a cliff and landed the front of his car on the hook and swung across a goddamn canyon and unhooked his car and landed on the other side of the canyon, bro. I've never seen so much absurdity in my life. That shit was crazy, bro.
man, you
When I
got to
seen
see
that in the
10,
trailer,
boy.
bro, when I seen that in the trailer, I was looking. I'm like, yo, this nigga is swinging from. I thought he was swinging from a helicopter. I'm like, bro, his car is swinging from a helicopter. When I seen the movie and realized what was going on, I said, this is enough. I've had
Yeah,
enough.
he did it again, bro. He did it again in 10.
Come on,
Like where he after he went down steps and did a 360 while he was going down the steps.
of course.
Okay. But so he was trying to stop this bomb from blowing up the Vatican, bro. This motherfucker drive the car. Oh,
Hey
he
man,
drive listen, no, he drives the car off the bridge,
yeah,
right? Goes into what do you call those things? The goose skyscrapers and shit. A crane. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Drives off the bridge, hit the crane, it hooks onto the crane, swings him around. He hits the bomb with his car and knocks it into the water to knock away the blast or whatever. I was like, yo, I said, yo, man, if y'all don't stop.
Bro,
I was like,
this nigga Dominic Toretto can do anything in a car, bro. I'm convinced. If
oh man.
the world is if the world was ending and a meteor was going to hit the earth, they would send Dominic Toretto on a Dodge Challenger, slingshot him from his car into the meteor to hit it and make it go back in space, and he would somehow find a way to land in the Pacific Ocean perfectly without damaging nothing but the windshield.
Bro. And I just want to tell everybody this is how we got here. All because I said I was just glad to see Braxton get shot a few times. We go from Braxton getting shot
Hey, bro.
to Jason Statham never
Nah,
getting shot.
cause you make a great you make that was a great point. Cause look at it like this, right? John Bernthal, as an hero, action star, or whatever, right? As an action movie actor, the anytime he's in a fight scene, a shootout, um, just any of that, something always happens to him. In Walking Dead, when he got into fights, he left with like a scratch, a bruise, something, right? In the Punisher, he got shot, he got beat up. Like it's always something happening to him. Like it's realistic. So to see something like that is always going to be refreshing, especially after, like you said, you watching Jason Statham and uh Vin Diesel do all of these like wild ass, acrobatic ass, athletic things that that's like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
The shit he does in Mission Impossible. There's a reason that this film is called Mission Impossible. This nigga had to swim in I don't even know what it was to disarm a bomb, but he was holding his breath the whole time. Like,
Stop.
so it's refreshing to see an action sequence or action movie, film scene, whatever, where the dude is actually he has some sort of adversity he has to get through, like
Yeah.
real adversity, like getting shot or getting stabbed. You know what I'm saying? Like even when he was fighting, like dude was lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like getting punches and shit off on him.
Yeah. If
So
if
yeah.
if Christian didn't come back and hit him with that damn ram, he was
Oh
dead.
man, you talking about the most realistic car hitting a body in a film that looked as real as possible. I know that was
Yeah.
like it had to be some CGI or something in that for sure, but nah, that looked real.
Yep. But like
That
my thing was like, man, they were just gonna kill. They was digging a ditch and was just gonna kill these kids. They put them on a school bus to kill them, man.
that's
They,
diabolical.
yo, they put these
That's
kids on a
diabolical.
school bus,
A yellow school
drove
bus.
them through a hole, and
That's
told them to
crazy.
get in the hole, and they was gonna fucking kill them after putting them on the school bus, bro.
That's fucking crazy. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? You at the bus stop and you're getting on the bus. You thinking it's a regular day to school, and then you look, the driver is a substitute driver, and then some grown ass men in the back. And you get on that motherfucker, sit down, and they go the wrong way and pass your school and tell you go take your shit. And it's about to be over for you. Hey, bro, that's some sick shit.
Oh man.
That is some sick shit, bro.
Yo, that was crazy, man. They was gonna kill these kids. But like you said, they come and they save the day. And we see that him and Braxton are gonna, you know what I'm saying, do a thing. But I thought the one thing, and they
Braxton got a
brought it
dog
back.
too.
Well, this
He
is the
found his
thing.
dog.
Well, it wasn't a dog.
What
So
was it?
you remember, so when they was talking and he was telling him how he wanted the dog or whatever.
Mhm.
And so he's like, Braxton, do you got anybody? He was like, no. He's like, I'm alone. I love being alone, all that type of stuff. He's
Yeah.
like, all right, well, you travel a lot. You don't have anybody. Who's going to take care of the dog while you gone? And he was like, that's a good question. He's like, you're a cat guy. He was like, man, I'm not a cat guy. He was like, there's nothing wrong with being a cat guy. He was like, you're a cat
Yeah.
guy. So when they was on the bus, he told Christian, stop the bus. He was like, stop the bus, stop the bus. He
So it was a
goes out
cat.
and it was the cat. Yeah. So he went and
Oh, I
got the
thought he picked
cat.
up a fucking dog.
No, it was the cat. So
Okay.
then at the end of the movie, right?
Hmm.
So they sitting there and fucking Braxton is pissed off. I'm talking about he hot. Come to find out he mad because him and the boy supposed to be sharing the cat, but
Yeah.
the boy he said, man,
He
he
done
been
got the
holding my
cat.
he said he been holding my cat for an hour, man. He said, I don't see how we can switch up. Oh man. But like the moral of the story, they ended up, he said he made a reservation for them to like go camping and shit like that, like
Mhm.
together. So like he was gonna try to work on, them being brothers and all that type of shit. So I
Yeah.
thought that part was cool, but I thought that this movie had
And
the
Medina listened to she listened to Christian
yep,
and you know what I'm saying, got one of them chairs.
yep. So
You know what I'm
well,
saying?
she ended up getting the chair from that
The office.
no, that was that pizza place that they went to. That remember, so
Yeah, you right.
so
You right.
yes, because that girl used to work there before the accident,
Mm-hmm.
and Christian was found that the dude was
Trafficking.
was trafficking, but he was using the pizza place and
Mm-hmm. As a front.
as a front and all
Low
that type
down
of stuff.
dirty motherfucker.
I know, but that's
Hey,
crazy.
broke my man shoulder.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm cool.
and she talking about some. That's not how I do my job. I don't torture people. He's like, you ain't torturing nobody. I did.
Mm-hmm. Right.
No, I like the part where when they was in that one house and they was saying, I can't believe that she killed all these people. He was like, well, she didn't kill all the people. And she was like, how can you be so sure? He was like, well, she didn't kill that guy. She didn't kill that guy. Definitely didn't kill that guy. Kristen said, why would you? He said, why would you tell the FBI agent? He said, why would you admit to doing capital murder in front of an FBI agent? He was like, I didn't say it was me. I just said, hey, man. I was like, yo, boy, these ones is stupid, but that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
But Medina was like, yo, I can't do this no more, man. She was like, man, both of y'all are going around murdering people. I'm sitting here, y'all helping me trying to solve a case, and y'all.
When she went off on them and told them that this shit was over, she couldn't do it, and then they basically blackmailed her because dude was in the trunk.
The trunk.
That shit was funny as fuck. That shit was funny as fuck, bro. I thought that was a good part of
That
the
boy,
film
she was
for
so
sure.
bad, but she took off. Yeah, but she took off, and that dude started bouncing around in that trunk, man. She backed
Yeah.
that car all the way up. Man, no, that was crazy how they got, man. Yo, they shot that dude in the FBI building, bro.
Hey,
That was crazy. You gotta
gotta
have
do what
some
you gotta do,
balls.
bro. Gotta do what
You know
you
what I'm
gotta do.
saying? To kill somebody who about to snitch at the FBI complex or whatever.
Yeah, cause that's whatever Fed time is, you better damn sure get it.
You
But
ain't gonna see the light of day.
nah, you ain't gonna see nothing. Let's go ahead and get into the Fire Flames.
Let's do it.
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
All right, man. So what you giving this?
uh Counting two. I think Ben did a great job. I thought John Bernthal was a great addition. Um, I like how they brought back Medina and King from the first one to kind of
Mhm.
give it that familiarity. Um, it gave me just enough action, just enough storyline. They was able to tie everything together, make everything make sense. Off of two watches, I would give it. Oh man, I'm really dancing between a 4 and a 4.5. Right now, I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4, but I feel like it could potentially move up to a 4.5, but I'm gonna give it a 4 right
Okay. Okay. Um, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm giving it a 4.5.
now. Okay.
I enjoy the dynamic between Ben Affleck and John Bernthal. I think Ben Affleck did an amazing job. Right now, I think John Bernthal is on fire. I don't think he can do anything wrong right now. The story was good. The plot twist at the end when we find out that, you know what I'm saying, she basically did a whole transformation. I thought that was dope. Um, for her to go from, you know what I'm saying, a trafficked woman to then getting into an accident and turning into a whole deadly assassin was fire to me. I thought that was good.
Mm-hmm.
And just the action in it was like just right. You know what I'm saying? It was just enough action to keep you in the film, but it was just enough dialogue to keep you in the film too. So it wasn't too much of, you know what I'm saying, one or the other. It was like a nice balance of everything that kept you interested. So yeah, I'm going 4.5.
Okay. I'm mad at it.
All right. Coming soon.
Let's do it.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
The next episode that we got for you is Con Mom, a Netflix documentary about a lady. I'm sorry, about a man who is pretty much. I believe he grew up in the foster system, and he ends up meeting a lady, getting married. He's a pastry chef. They have a great life, and one day he comes in contact with his biological mother, and things get bad real fast. If you
Mm.
haven't seen this, I definitely suggest to go watch this because this was a wild documentary. But I'm not gonna lie, I seen where this was going very early in this documentary. Very, very early in the documentary. However, the shit she was getting off was crazy. When you see the shit, you're gonna be like, yo, how is this possible?
Yeah, I haven't
But
seen it yet.
hey, you are in for a lot of questions. I'm gonna say this right now. You're gonna be asking yourself a lot of questions. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because I was asking myself, I'm like, bro, where are these people? We just that's one of the questions you gonna ask yourself. Where are these people? Because I need in on this movement. Um, which yeah, it's called Con Mum, because they are in Britain or UK or whichever one it is now. Um, so go check that out. It's on Netflix. Definitely worth the watch. If you enjoyed this episode, if you didn't enjoy this episode, if you too want to know how the hell Vin Diesel drove a car onto a crane and unhooked it and was able to turn itself into a tether ball and hit a bomb into the ocean, then hit us up. Let us know. And on all our socials, as we stated before, or you can hit us up individually. You can find me on Twitter at Scoots Bronson. I got a link tree in the bio, and you can also follow me everywhere else there.
And y'all can find me at S.Foster8 on Instagram, TikTok, and X. Follow the podcast 28 minutes or less. Last episode is Straw, Tyler Perry movie on Netflix. So go check that out on all major platforms.
Absolutely. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. As always, your support is greatly appreciated. Without you, there could be no us. And until the next episode, like they say in Hollywood, that's a wrap.
Cut.